live. Yeah. We were the strangers in the city, passing by without a name. You were carrying your shadows, I was hiding from the pain. Funny how the smallest moments can rewrite a life so fast. One late night conversation turned into forever's past. Even when I lost myself, you never walked away. You still believed in us when the nights got cold and hard, when my world was falling sideways and I buried my own heart. You saw the fire fading, but you never stopped the spark. Still believed in love inside the dark. Yeah. And there were tears across the kitchen, broken words we can't unsay, but somehow your hand still found mine at the ending of each day. Every scar became a chapter, every fight became a prayer, and every time I almost gave up, you were standing there, like a lighthouse in the storm. You kept calling me back home. You still believe in us when the nights got cold and hard, when my world was falling sideways and I buried my own heart. You saw the fire fading, but you never stopped the spark. You still believed in love inside the dark. Maybe real love isn't perfect, maybe it survives the pain. Maybe holding on together is what makes it worth the rain. Now I believe in us, in every wound and every scar, 'cause you stayed when leaving would have been the easier part. Now every broken memory feels beautiful somehow. You still believed in forever, and we're living it now. And now inside the dark, inside the dark. Hey. We don't always say the right things, sometimes silence fills the room. There are nights we've been like shadows underneath the tired moon. We've let anger close the distance, we've let pride get in the way, but somehow our hearts keep finding what our words forget to say. Every storm we never wanted still brought us closer somehow. Love isn't perfect, it stumbles, it breaks, it leaves little scars. seen tears fall on your shoulders, you've seen mine hit the floor. Still we keep unlocking pieces no one else has seen before. And maybe happy ever after isn't castles, isn't gold. Maybe it's two hands still holding when the world turns cold. Through the echoes of our battles, you're still the one I choose. Love isn't perfect, it stumbles, it breaks, it leaves little scars and hearts full of mistakes. But even through the hard days, when the feeling almost fades, love isn't perfect, that's what makes it stay. So if we crack like glass sometimes, or lose our way at night, I'll still meet you in the pieces and hold you through the fight. Love isn't perfect, but neither are we. Still your soul fits beside mine, like waves belong to seas. And after every heartbreak, after every painful day, love isn't perfect, but I'll love you anyway. Oh, oh. We met under city lights, two tired hearts, nowhere to go. You wore pain behind your smile, I hid mine when no one knows. We talked until the morning, like we'd known each other years. And somewhere in that moment, you softened all my fears. Every road I walked before you only led me to your soul. When the world turns cold and the skies forget our names, when the fire starts to fade and nothing feels the same, I'll still hold you close through the shadows and the storms, because love was never meant to only live in war. We've danced through broken seasons, through the doubts and through the pain, held each other through the heartbreak, like shelter from the rain. There were nights we almost shattered, words we never should have said, but your heartbeat next to mine brought life back to the dead. Every scar became a reason to believe in us again. When the world turns cold and the skies forget our names, when the fire starts to fade and nothing feels the same, I'll still hold you close through the shadows and the storms, because love was never meant to only live in war. Maybe forever isn't easy, maybe real love bends not breaks, maybe home is simply finding the one who always stays. When the world turns cold, the nights feel hard to breathe, I will be your safe place, like you were there for me. And if time steals everything, one truth will still remain. You walk beside me in the pouring rain. No need for promises, no need for names. The silence wrapped around us like a song. And for the first time I felt I belonged. Your eyes said things the world could never write. Soft as the moonlight falling late at night. Every little glance became a spark, lighting up the corners of my heart. No speeches, no grand design, just your soul reaching into mine. Without a word, you told me everything. Like spring arriving after endless winter winds. In the quiet I could hear love unfold, gentle as a touch, warmer than gold. And somehow in the spaces left unheard, you became my whole world. Without a word, we sat for hours watching traffic lights turning red to green beneath the night. And every second felt so crystal clear, because your presence pulled me near. No need to ask if this was real. Laugh a tear to heal, no one unfold. The smallest moments carried all the truth, and every road kept leading back to you. No poetry could quite explain the way you heal my hidden pain. Without a word, you told me everything. Like spring arriving after endless winter winds. In the quiet I could hear your love unfold, gentle as a touch, warmer than gold. And somehow in the spaces left unheard, you became my whole world. Maybe hearts already figure it out. In the stillness where our shadows blur, I found forever without a word. Without a word, you stayed and made me whole. Turn every broken piece into a soul. And if tomorrow takes the light away, I'll still remember every silent thing you said. Because the truest love I've ever heard came to me without a word. I was drifting through the coldest nights, chasing shadows, missing light. Every memory felt incomplete, like a song without a melody. I built my walls up high enough, convinced my heart had given up. Then you appeared so quietly and changed the air around me. One time touch and suddenly the world began to breathe till your love found me. I was lost inside the dark, holding on to broken parts, afraid to trust what I could feel till your love found me. Like the sunrise on the sea, you became my gravity. Now every beat inside my chest leads me back to where you are. You saw the worst I tried to hide and stayed there standing by my side. No perfect words, no grand display, just honest love that chose to stay. And slowly all the fears I knew began dissolving next to you. Like winter fading into spring, you made my soul believe again. If forever is a road unknown, I still won't walk that road alone, because your heart became the place where all my broken pieces change. Till your love found me. Nothing ever felt this true. Every dream led me to you, and even if the stars all fade, I'll still be wrapped inside your breaks till your love found me. I finally found my way home. You found me in the silence, half a heart and tired eyes, carrying old storms inside me, like thunder I couldn't hide. Oh, I wore my scars like armor, built my walls up to the sky. But you touched the ruins gently, like you knew how hard I tried. And every shattered piece started breathing when you stayed. You loved my broken parts, the jagged edges in the dark, held every crack together when I was falling all apart. I thought love was only for the whole and unafraid, but you turned my broken parts into a heart that beats again. Oh, oh. There were nights I almost left you, thinking I'd just bring you pain, but you stood there in the doorway, like sunshine after rain. You never asked for perfect, never wanted someone new. You just took my trembling hands and said, I'll heal with you. Now every shattered dream into a heart that beats again. Maybe scars don't disappear, maybe they just learn to shine. And maybe love is finding home in another damaged life. You love my broken parts, never tried to change my heart. You saw beauty in the pieces I was hiding from the world. Now every crack reminds me somehow love can still remain. 'Cause you turned my broken parts into something whole again.
I've been chasing echoes in the dark, trying to outrun this restless heart. Every road just pulled me farther away, till your love called out my name. You moved like calm into my storm, like safe hands keeping me warm. And for the first time in my life, I didn't feel afraid of the night. You turned all my scattered dreams into something I could finally believe. Oh, restless heart, you don't have to wonder anymore. She found the pieces you were searching for, and every scar, every lonely part led me right where you are. Now my restless heart beats steady in your arms. I used to think love disappeared like smoke dissolving in the air, but you stayed through every doubt and taught me what forever's about. No thunder, no dramatic skies, just truth reflected in your eyes. A quiet kind of destiny that feels like home surrounding me. If tomorrow falls apart somehow, I'd still choose you here and now. Because love was never about escape, it was finding someone worth the wait. Oh, restless heart, you finally learned to slow your pace inside the light of her embrace. And every road through every dark was leading to this from the start. Now my restless heart will never be alone again.
I was a shadow in the mirror, fading slowly every day, carrying 1,000 memories I never learned to throw away. Every promise left in ruins, every dream I couldn't keep, turned my heart into a battlefield full of ghosts that wouldn't sleep. Then you walked into my silence like a light through pouring rain. You found the shattered piece of me hidden underneath the pain. Every crack and every scar you held like they were not in vain. And when I couldn't love myself, you stayed and still believed. Now the shattered piece of me the morning, afraid to face the truth that nobody could ever love a heart so torn and bruised. But your voice became my shelter, your touch became my home. For the first time in forever, I don't feel so alone. You turned my tears to rivers that carried me to peace. You found the shattered piece of me, hidden underneath the pain. Every crack and every scar you held like they were not in vain. And when I couldn't love myself, you stayed and still believed. Now the shattered piece of me has finally learned to breathe. Maybe love was never perfect, maybe hearts are meant to break, so another soul can find them and give them hope again. You found the shattered piece of me and placed it near your heart. Now the broken things inside me don't feel broken in your arms. And every wound that once was fear has turned to something sweet, because your love completed the shattered piece in me. No perfect scene, no movie line, just your hand reaching for mine tonight. Coffee stains and tangled hair, little moments floating in the air. We don't shine like polished gold, but your heart feels like home to hold. And every flaw we try to hide only pulls me closer every time. Love was never meant to be flawless, just honest. No perfect scene, no grand parade, just two hearts learning not to break. And even on the days we fall apart, you still find a way back to my heart. If forever rain of simple things, then you are
Started with unfinished words, two guarded hearts, too scared to learn. No fireworks lit up the sky, just quiet glances passing by. You wore your scars like hidden chains, I hid mine underneath the pain. But somewhere in the midnight air, we found the courage to stay there. No pretending, no disguise, just truth shining in your eyes. Just honest, that's how our love began. Not perfect promises, just your trembling hand in mine again. Through every fear we never hid, through every broken piece we live, we built a story strong enough to last. Just honest. There were nights we almost walked away, pride and tears got in the way. But every time the silence grew, love somehow led me back to you. No fairy tale, no flawless lines, just two souls learning over time that real love isn't crystal clear. It's choosing someone year after year. And when the world turns cold and dark, I still know exactly where you are, right beside my restless heart, like you were there from the start. Just honest, that's the beauty of us now. No need for shining armor, no need to make forever loud. Because the strongest kind of love is the one that stays when times get tough. And after all the roads we wandered through, I found my truth in you. Just honest, just honest, that's how our love began. Not perfect promises, just your trembling hand in mine again. Through every fear we never hid, through every broken piece we live, we built a story strong enough to last. Just honest, just honest. Just honest, just honest. We were strangers in a crowded room, two quiet hearts beneath the moon. Didn't know where this road would go, but your smile felt like coming home. Every little moment grew, like flowers reaching toward the blue. And somewhere in the in-between, you became my sweetest dream. No rush, no need to force the tide. Love arrived in its own time. I watched our love unfold like a story never told. Soft as sunlight through the gray, turning darkness into day. Every touch, every breath pulled me closer step by step. Now all I know is where I belong, inside a love so strong. Ooh. Oh. Late night talks and tired eyes, laughing underneath neon skies. You precious than silver or gold. Through every season, every change, my heart remains the same. If life rewrites the plans we made, I'll still reach for your embrace. 'Cause every road keeps leading to a love unfolding into you. A love unfolding into you.
I used to know the sound of lonely nights, empty rooms and city lights, dreaming love would pass me by, like a song I couldn't write. Then you walked in quietly, like dawn across a fading sea, and suddenly the world I knew became something beautiful and new. You turned my doubts into gold, with just one hand to hold. I used to know what heartbreak feels like, cold silence underneath the streetlights. Now every road just leads me home to you. I used to fear forever, now I want every moment together. Funny how love rewrites the truth. I used to know, but now I know you. You read the parts I try to hide, the scattered pieces locked inside. And with every gentle word, you made a stranger feel alive. Oh, yeah. No grand parade, no perfect scene, just your eyes looking at me. And somehow that was all it took to change the ending of my story. Maybe love was never loud, maybe it's the calm somehow, the steady pulse, the quiet flame, the way you softly say my name. I used to know what being lost meant, counting tears and broken moments. Now every broken road led me to you. Oh, I used to run from forever, now I can't imagine never waking up beside the truth. Oh, I used to know, but now I know you. Oh, I used to know. I used to know. Holding my hand, holding my hand, holding my hand. The night was quiet, soft and slow, streetlights painted silver gold. You reached for me without a word, and somehow silence felt like home. Every heartbeat matched the rain, every shadow lost its shape. In your touch I found a place where even broken things feel safe. I don't need the stars to fall or promise like your heartbeat, holding my hand, holding my hand. Morning coffee, tangled sheets, laughing at the little things. You turn ordinary days into my favorite memories. And when the storms begin to rise, you stay steady by my side. No grand rescue, no disguise, just your love that feels alive. I don't need forever plan or diamonds shining in the light. I just need this simple truth, you and me side by side, holding my hand like you'll never let go, like the whole world disappears when we're close. And every fear I carry fades into the dark when your fingers find mine in the quiet spark. If love has a language I finally understand, it sounds like your heartbeat, holding my hand. Maybe love is not a fireworks show, maybe it's the warmth that never leaves, a quiet kind of miracle, breathing life into my dreams. Holding my hand through the highs and the lows, through every road that nobody knows. And if the lights all fade someday, I know where I stand, safe inside the promise of your hand. If love has a language I finally understand, it sounds like forever, holding my hand, holding my hand, holding my hand, holding my hand. Beneath the moon, your shadow danced with mine. Silver light stitched our hearts through space and time. The night stood still whenever you would smile, never stalling closer for a while. I was drifting like the tide alone, till your touch became my home. Beneath the moon, we whisper without fear, two quiet souls, the whole sky long to hear. If morning comes and steals the dark away, I'll love you more with every breaking day. Beneath the moon, your laughter moved like wind across the sea, soft enough to wake the best in me. The world outside could fade into the blue, as long as I could stay right next to you. Every heartbeat pulled me near, like the stars were drawing us here. Beneath the moon, we whispered without fear, two quiet souls, the whole sky long to hear. If morning comes and steals the dark away, I love you more with every breaking day. Beneath the moon, should lose its light someday,
I'd still find you through the dark and gray, because your love burns brighter than the sky, a quiet fire that never says goodbye. Beneath the moon, where our forever starts, the universe was written in our hearts. And even when the seasons fade too soon, I'll still belong to you beneath the moon. Somewhere between the late night calls and the silence in between, we were more than just a moment, but less than what we dreamed. We held on like it was certain, even when it slipped away. Somewhere in another time, we don't have to say goodbye. We don't leave things left unspoken. We don't watch it slowly die. Somewhere we get it right. Somewhere we never fall apart. But here we are, just strangers with pieces of the same heart. Somewhere in these empty streets, your laughter still remains, like a ghost I keep on chasing through the memories and pain. I tried to find the ending, but it faded into gray. Somewhere in another time, we don't have to say goodbye. We don't leave things left unspoken. We don't watch it slowly die. Somewhere we get it right. Somewhere we never fall apart. But here we are, just strangers with pieces of the same heart. If time could turn around for us, would we choose a different way? Or are we just a what if that was never meant to stay? Somewhere you still hold my hand. Somewhere you still understand. Somewhere we don't have to pretend. But here we are, just strangers with pieces of the same heart. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I try to talk my way through the silence, put logic over all this violence. In my chest where your echo stays, arguing with yesterday. Every answer I design gets undone by how you felt in mine. I'm talking a reason, but it won't reply. Drowning in truths I can't deny. I draw the line and I erase it again. Somewhere between now and then, I know the facts, I see them clear, but
talking a reason in the pouring rain. I list the ways it had to end. Turn every why into it depends. But every word just circles back to everything I still lack. I can win the argument in my head, still lose to every word you said. I'm talking a reason, but it won't reply. Drowning in truths I can't deny. I draw the line and I erase it again. Somewhere between now and then, I know the facts. I see them clear, but they don't reach what brought me here. I keep making sense of what I can't explain. Talking a reason in the pouring rain. Maybe healing ain't approved. Maybe you don't need the truth. Maybe I don't have to solve every piece of what went wrong. Yeah. Oh. So I'll stop asking for a sign. Let the silence take its time. If my heart don't understand, I'll still be here learning where I stand. Oh. I'm talking a reason, but it won't reply. Drowning in truths I can't deny. I draw the line and I erase it again. Somewhere between now and then, I know the facts. I see them clear, but they don't reach what brought me here. I keep making sense of what I can't explain. Talking a reason in the pouring rain. I hear through the static haze, a voice that bends but never stays. Your words is all before they land, like drifting smoke I can't hold in my hand. We talk in echoes, out of phase. 1,000 miles in subtle ways. You're distant like a satellite, falling out of orbit every night. I reach, but you're just out of view. A fading signal breaking through. No gravity to pull you close. Just empty space I feel the most. Your silhouette in borrowed light, a flicker lost between the lines. I trace the silence where you've been, but every step just pulls me thin. We move like ghosts on separate planes. Connected only wooden things. You're distant like a satellite, drifting farther every day. I call, but you don't answer true.
write the codes we're living out? Would you come clear or disappear? Were you ever really here? You're distant.
You used to leave with the door half open, like you wanted me to chase your shadow out. Every word you dropped was barely spoken, but the silence always screamed it loud. I memorized the sound of goodbye in every step you take away. You used to leave like it was nothing, like my heart was just a place to pass on through. I stayed up holding on to something that was already halfway gone with you. Now the space you made is finally breathing. I don't beg, I don't breathe the same way you used to leave. Now I'm the one who walks away. Now I'm the one who walks away. I used to count every second, waiting for your footsteps coming back to me. Now the clock don't feel so heavy, and your ghost don't have the same gravity. I let go of the sound of goodbye and all the echoes you would make. You used to leave like it was nothing, like my heart